unless I have to go out and train a company or I get a rush order. This is February and it is t-shirt season, so I am ready to make my money, y'all. I'm ready to make my coins. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started. For you guys who are joining us, I am Latana. I am a lady print boss, and today we are talking about customers, how to find customers for your business. But before we talk about how to find customers for your business, what you have to figure out is who is your target customer. And what I mean by who, not who is your target customer, but who is your ideal customer. Like for me in business, I run into all types of customers. So being a custom print shop, I got people who come in, they want one shirt, they may want 5 shirts, they may want shirts with 10 colors of ink for print locations. That's not really my ideal customer. My ideal customer is a person who's looking to get between 100 and 500 t-shirts. My niche is printing for companies. I like to do event shirts, corporations. I like to do live screen printing, things like that. So those are the people I'm going to try to go after. Since I know that I want a company that's purchasing between 100 to 500 shirts, for me, I'm going to go after those companies that have 100 employees or more. And I do that by strategically going in and targeting those companies. But I'm going to talk to you and give you about 5 ways to find customers for those of you guys who are not at the point to where you just want customers, right? Sometimes you just want customers. You're getting started, you're having problems getting customers. Back when I was in college, a long, long time ago, my instructors told me that the best way to get customers was by word of mouth. Maybe back then it worked. We didn't have the internet, but getting customers. So when I meet a lot of people, they say, I'm telling my friends that I do shirts, I'm telling, my family, but I'm not getting support. They're out there talking to people and they're telling people about what they do, and they still don't have any customers. Okay. So if that's you, this video is for you. First thing that I want to tell you guys is don't rely on your friends or your family to be your customers, because they know you personally. So a lot of times your friends and your family, they're not the best people for you to pitch an idea to, or for you to see what you're going to get out of it. If I listened to family or friends, I wouldn't be where I am now. I do. I've come such a long way, and your friends and your family, while they may believe in you, they know you. Okay. And so if you're a person like I am, I'm a left-handed person. My family always thought, oh, she just jumps around from this business to that business to that business. Well, I've been doing screen printing and been in this print business for the longest. Okay. 20 years in the game. Okay. So don't listen to your friends and family. You still want to go out. I'm not saying that word of mouth is not good. Word of mouth is good when it comes to after you've already serviced the customer, and then that customer goes and tells someone else about you. Then that's great word of mouth. But you got to get customers first. So how do you get them? There are a few ways that you can go out and you can get customers other than word of mouth. One is by being a vendor at local events in your town or your city. And that can go for whether you are selling individual items and you're doing like craft items like t-shirts, mugs, cups, pillows, things like that. You can go in and you can become a vendor. So how do you become a vendor for the small events? You can look on social media, and there are a lot of groups that are looking for vendors. You can look on Eventbrite, see what kind of events are out there, and you can go in and you can rent a booth. And then when you rent a booth, you got to have tons of merchandise and all of that stuff. Me, when I rent booths, I pretty much just go out with t-shirt samples, my business cards, and that's it. And I'm really not trying to make a sale versus, what I am doing is I'm just trying to let people know that, hey, I'm still out there. But for a lot of people, you want to get out there and you want to have a lot of merchandise because you want to make a sale. Now, if you are doing t-shirts like what I do, one thing that you want to do is you want to get on big vendors lists for like companies. So you got some companies and they have vendors lists, like any type of city or state entity, they'll have a vendors list. Schools, the school district will have a vendors list, and you can normally call down to your local school district, ask them about their vendors list. That's a good way to get your name out there and to get some money coming through the door when you don't have any money. So that's a way that you can guarantee yourself that you're going to get a lot of t-shirt orders when you do get that order for the school. Now, I no longer print for the school district, but I go after private entities, private colleges, private schools, because they give me that cash up front. The school district, the local school districts, you have to do the work and then get your paycheck. Okay, so when you're starting out, that can be an issue for you if you don't have a net 30 or net 90 account with a distributor. And we talked about that in the previous video, one of the previous videos about net accounts. I think I put that video up. Okay, I think I did. I can't remember. Got so much going on. But you can, if you don't have um, any capital, then the school district may not be for you. You may want to go after like uh, private schools. You may also, okay, sorry guys, YouTube is telling me something. Okay, so you may want to go after like the private schools. Glitch moments where it freezes and you have to re-enter. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the comments to see what's going on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm asking you guys something. Do we need to switch platforms? Because last time we went live on last time we ended up, it's saying I got an excellent connection. I don't know. I'm just going to keep on going through, guys. Um, so we were talking about the schools. You may want to just do the private schools. Another way that you can get business, and you can get it in bulk if that's what you're after, is you can go after sports teams and things like that. The sports teams, they normally, you probably got what, 20, 25 players on a team or something like that. It may be on a smaller level, but let's say it's getting now, it's getting hot outside, well, it's getting ready to get hot outside. I don't know when, the, I guess football is over. I don't know what they're doing now, but a lot of people actually physically go out to the fields when they're having events and they pull customers that way. Um, One way so that's getting customers on small levels. If you're wanting to, you can also get customers by doing targets on Facebook. And Facebook, Instagram, and all of that stuff, you really don't have to pay for ads getting, one or two when you're doing like small t-shirt orders, you really don't have to pay for those. For that stuff, guys. And the reason I'm telling you that is because if you have a nice Facebook page, and now you guys know that on Facebook, when you set up your Facebook page, people can actually purchase your products on your Facebook page. So if you set your page up where people can actually purchase your products on your page, and you come in and do posts, don't do posts saying all the time that, hey, I'm having a sale. Do posts on things that are going on in the world, and, relate that post to your business. And people will see that, oh, like for me, sometimes I post on my page about t-shirt news, what's going on in the world, versus me trying to sell something. I may come on and tell you, hey, this company took over this company or something like that. But what happens is people see me post, and then they'll start following me. Now, I got an order off Facebook just this morning, and it's only 2 shirts, but it's like $60. I don't really like the Facebook thing. I try to normally give those orders to my friend Michelle or to Kiana, and whoever, any of you guys out there that want it, uh, that are trying to get up and going, that are here in Dallas. So that's one way. Now, as far as really getting out there and finding those customers that you really want, or that just finding customers in general, you can do email marketing. Okay. But when you do email marketing, and you can do your email marketing yourself, there are companies out there. If you have the funds to hire a company like Campaigner or all of that stuff, then you can go out and you can hire somebody to do it. Me, I'm such a micromanager that I can't deal with Campaigner or any of those people. I did try to do a ad with Campaigner and do my email marketing through them, and the salesman just kept calling me. It was very annoying. So what I do when I'm doing email marketing, first of all, you got to have the person's email that you are marketing to. I normally already have that email because I've done business with them, so I remarket to the same customers, and that's how I get it. But you can go through and look at, you can do go through Google, find different companies that you want to look for, that you want to do business with, reach out to them and try to get that email. I'm going to show you my number one way of getting customers for free. Okay, so I'm going to switch over right now and show you. So one thing that you have to really need in order for this to work is a website. So if you don't have a website, then you probably want to go ahead and get yourself a website. Let me see here. What I want to do is I want to turn this camera off and turn this camera on. Okay, so what I want to do is go here. Okay, let me give that a chance to come up. Let me know if you guys are now seeing my desktop. I have no idea what is going on. I'm just waiting for a second, guys, because I don't even see y'all on the YouTube. Let's see here. Close out of this and come back in, because I can't even tell if, I'm telling y'all, this live stuff is just may not be for me. Okay, so You guys do see me. Okay, I don't know what happened, but my phone was going bad. Okay, so we are over here, and this is one of the ways that I get a lot of customers is through Google My Business. If you are a business owner and you don't have to have a big business or anything like that, you just have to have a verifiable business address, phone number, and all of that stuff. Go and get you a Google My Business listing. What that is that's actually Google Local, and it will get you business on Google. Okay, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to sign into my account and kind of show you guys how this works and how much business that you can actually get off of Google. I don't normally show anybody this at all. Okay, so this is my Google home page. And this will show you here, it shows me every month my my performance, how my performance and how I'm doing every month on Google. So this month I got 14,000 views, 14,000 searches, 93,000 something in activity, okay? So my search views went up, my map views went down. And I'm going to tell you guys, I normally would get about anywhere from 10 to 15,000 views where people see me on maps. But I've taken my address, my physical address off of maps. So if you look right here, you'll notice that I don't have a physical address there on the maps. And the reason is because I don't want people popping up. I'm printing, and when I'm printing, I'm busy. So you go in and you set this up so that you can get views. You'll get, now I get bad reviews just like everybody else, okay? So you can go here and you can see what I look like, what my business looks like on the maps. And like I said, I don't get too many people from the map. So I'm somewhere, let me see. I'm somewhere over in here in Dallas. It's moving kind of slow for me. Okay. There we go. So there I am over here. Is that me? There I am over there in Dallas, okay? When you look at my page just pretty much has information about me. It tells you my popular business times, and then it will show you pictures and all of that stuff, and I've got tons and tons of images. But let me go back because the map is not what I really want to show you. So this is free. It's free. You can go in and you can do post, and then people will see your post. Now on that post, I got 2,058 views. Nobody clicked on it. Nobody shared it. I don't care as long as they call. So, you just have people that kind of see your work. You can just put post up so that people can see what you got going. Now, you can make this post clickable if you had like an ad where you said, okay, well, we're doing a sale, and then people will click your post, and when they click your post, that'll take them to your website. When you go in and you are setting it up, it will ask you different categories, places that you serve, your business hours, and all of that. What I'm going to show you here is in Insights how to get customers really quick and fast, okay? Now, you see out of those customers that have found me, okay, you've got 65 people that found me through the brand. You've got 115 that directly put in my website, okay? You guys, somebody tell me if you guys are still with me. And then you have 98%, over 14,000 people that found me directly on Google, okay? They found me directly on Google, and that's a lot, okay? Now, you can start promoting here. You can do an ad here and start promoting to those people. You can also go down here. These are different search titles that people, keywords that people search when they find me. Now, if I know what words people are looking for when they find me, then I know when I'm marketing and I'm doing my ads what keywords to put in my ads when I'm doing ads. Okay, it also tells me what keywords that I can use for my. All right, Lou, thanks for letting me know. It also tells me what keywords that we can use when on the website to make the website come up. So let's go here. So last month we had 14,000 views, right? Okay. These are the listings on search and these are the listings on map. Now, if you want people to come into your place and you have a physical location and you do like on-demand printing, you want to be listed on the maps. I don't do on-demand printing, which means like printing while you wait or you come in, place an order, stuff like that. All of my orders are done via the web or on the phone, and I do video meetings and stuff like that, or go out to businesses. But if you do it, then you want to get that listing on the map where you can get double the amount of searches because people are going to come in from that. But this is where it really, really gets good. Okay. So if a customer is on Google and they click on my ad, this is 287 people that went to my website from Google. Now, of those 287 people, you don't know how many of those people placed an order or how many of those people then turn around and called my business, right? They may not have went back to Google and clicked to call me. So this doesn't really reflect your calls. People who directly click to call me on the Google listing was 65. So altogether, I got 355 people, okay, that reached out to me or called me. So out of that 355 people, let's say I may get a third of those people that I actually work with. I could probably get them all or get half of them if I want to, but I'm not the cheapest printer in town, okay? And a lot of times I'm busy. But these are people who I've had communication with. So regardless as to whether I do these people's job or not, one bit of information that I collect from everyone is I get their email address. Now, remember when I was telling you that you can target customers by email. So even if you have not done business with me when you called me that first time, I'm going to get your email address. I'm going to get your contact information, and I'm going to be able to market to you. Okay. It's an easy way to market to companies without spending any money. Okay, so this going on down, this just kind of tells me like what times of the day that customers call me. I get a whole lot of customers calling me on Saturdays, okay? And on Saturdays, I'm closed, okay? So this just goes in and shows me. You also want to put up, when you do this listing, you want to make sure that you put up tons of photos on your business, okay? Tons of photos on your business, because this will show me how many times people have seen my photos, okay? So my photos have been seen over 100,000 times in this past month. So you've got my photos versus customers' photos, okay? So that will just compare to how many photos, whether they're my photos that I've put up or photos that customers have put up, onto the website. So this is a really, really good way to get business. You can also go over to Bing, but you guys do know that Google is the #1 search engine, and you want to be, they're on the #1 search engine. You can also, with a Google account, you can also get messages on your Google account. Now, for me, I can't stand it when people text message me out of the blue, hey, how much is a shirt, blah, blah, blah. I prefer for them to call me. But if you're just getting started and you need those customers, then it's a great way for you to, start a conversation with people. And when you put pictures on your website, you also want to put all types of pictures. Like here, I have a picture of a company that I've done. So I'm letting people know that I do company shirts. I'm showing them that I have different t-shirts here. I do photo t-shirts. I do rhinestones. They see me buy a press. They see, can kind of see the shop. They can see different printing that we do. You want them to see if you have an automatic or whatever equipment that you're using. If you have, that lets people know. When people see an automatic machine, then they know, okay, well, she does volume. They see a big printer, so they may assume, oh, she does banners or whatever, but that's a sublimation printer. But that type of thing. So you want them to see different print jobs that you do. I've got pictures of me doing artwork. Just stuff like that is what you want. You want people to see that you're out there doing. And this, guys, will really, really increase your calls and get you customers right out the gate, because you're trying to get customers right out the gate. It may take you a couple of months or something like that to go in and get those customers for it to really build up, but this is a great way for you to get customers. If you notice here, I've had 1,000 views, almost 2,000 views on this photo. So people actually call me when they see this type of stuff on that I've done this type of stuff. So those are ways to get, let's recap real quick, by word of mouth. And that word of mouth being that other people are, I don't know where this picture is coming from. I don't even know whose picture that is. Word of mouth, and that can be from people who you've done business with. Take pictures of your t-shirts and things like that, or whatever business that you're in. Take pictures and get, as you do stuff. You just want to keep taking pictures. You also, let me go back over to switch my camera view right quick, guys, because I want to come back over and see y'all. And so one day, hopefully, you guys will get to see. Okay, so here I am back on this camera. So those are ways that you can get customers. Like I said, once you start developing customers, then you want to start targeting them through email ads. And I will probably come on here and do a video specifically geared towards email ads. Do you guys have any questions that you may want to ask about how to get customers? And what you're doing to get customers, what's not working, what's working, that type of thing. If you guys have any questions about that. But like I said, get listed on search. You want to get listed on search. It may take you a month to get listed on search because they verify your information. Don't be afraid if you are working from home to get on search. Just don't list your address. Or, go out and get you a virtual office, that type of thing, to where you can, come up online. Let's see. Sorry, guys. And make sure that you do attend events. Events is a big thing for people to see you in the community, to see that you are, like, I just missed the Martin Luther King parade here in Dallas. And being a black business, I should have been at that parade. Okay. But I've had so much stuff going on. I can get away with doing crap like that, not attending events, because I've already got a following. But that's something that, if you want to be out there and be seen and be known in the community, you can also do like little local, now everybody's got like little local newspaper ads and stuff like that. So you can do those types of things to kind of get out there. But you can really build your business without spending a lot of money. Once you get on Google, this is the good thing. Once you get on Google and you got your Google listing, don't be afraid to advertise on Google. Don't be afraid to reach out. Normally, what they do is once they verify you and your account is open, they'll normally send you maybe a $3 ad credit. Okay. And a $3 ad credit, we've all seen how you're like searching a website and you see a business ad pop up. So they'll target other businesses. You guys would love that. Okay. Let's say you spend $150 and they're giving you $300 in ad credit, and you can stretch that money out over the month, and you can target. But when you target like that, let's say if I'm going to do $150 worth of ads, and they're going to give me 300, so that's going to be $450 worth of ads. I want my ads to count. So I want to target, for me, I would target people that are close to downtown Dallas. And I would be very specific when I set the age group. Like, I find that people from that 18 to 24 range, they're buying t-shirts and they're buying custom apparel, but they're buying like 1 and 2 ups. When I get into the age groups of 35, 35 to 55, that market is the groups that are in corporate America, and those people are the people who are purchasing in bulk. So that kind of gives you a little idea. Um, let's see here. Take a look on here and see. That kind of gives you an idea of marketing and how to target it. And the great thing about Google is that you have to pay it. You don't pay for the ad when you run the ad, guys. You pay for the ad later on down the line. There's the set time of the month that my ads are paid for. Like right now, I'm not running any promotions. You only want to run, I'm going to tell you guys this, and then I'm going to try to get off of here. You only want to run ads when you're running paid ads. You only want to run ads at certain times. Like, you need to research for your product when is a good time to run an ad. Like right now, if you do let's see, if you're doing Valentine's shirts, right? You could be running an ad right now. You should have started last week, or a few weeks ago. You should have started. That's a good time to run an ad. So kind of figure out when the best time is for you guys to run ads. I'm going to go ahead and look at the comments and see what you guys have going on in the comments. Okay. I think I spoke to everybody. Okay, Lou Richards says, how can you determine the age group when they are purchasing online? Okay, so what I'm saying is you're going to figure out what your demographic is. And then when you set up your Google ad or any type of ad that you're doing, you're going to select what age range that you want. So we all know that most 18-year-olds, they ain't got no money, right? They ain't got money. They don't own businesses. They're not working in a position in a business where they have that authority to go and purchase t-shirts in bulk. So that's what I mean. So you just use, that type of logic and kind of look at the customers that you are getting and figure out who your customer is. And for me, my customers are pretty much in that 35 and up range. That's where my customer base is. It's in the 35 and up range. You kind of got to have a little age on you to be an executive secretary or whatever like that, to be a buyer, things like that. Let's see here. Let me look and see. I hope that answered your question. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Also, when you are targeting, when you're doing your ads, let me see if I can go on here and look. Also, when you are, my computer is kind of freezing up a little bit. But when you're targeting, you can target by age, you can target by demographic, you can target by just a whole lot of things, whether it's a male or female. Some platforms let you target by interest. I can't remember if I target by interest on Google or not, but you can find customers that way. And, of course, we all know that you can find customers on social media. I'm not sure if I told you guys about, the social media accounts as ways of finding customers. But my biggest ways of finding customers is it starts all with Google, and then it goes into email marketing. And then if you watch me, you know that I cold call. But you have to be really confident when you start cold calling people, because when I say cold calling, I mean literally like picking up the phone and calling and saying, "Hi, can I speak to the manager, please?" And then, going from there, um, that type of cold calling and getting exact, just homing in on somebody. Sometimes you don't get a response the first time. But if I'm doing a big company, I don't have any problems with sending them a t-shirt or something that I've done. And that's another thing that you can do if you have the ability to print up merch. Samples. Let's say I may print up 100 samples, and those are t-shirts that I'm going to be giving away to customers. And if I do that, I'm going to print up something really, really fly that a person is going to wear, like throughout the year. One last thing before I go, for those of you when you are doing like events, uh, let's see, I think I saw a business here on here. Let's see. I don't see it now. But when you are going out, if you are any of you guys printing on a larger scale right now, are you guys screen printing or doing like event shirts or anything like that? Because if you are, one thing that you can do is on the inside of your shirt, um, when you do a t-shirt, and I don't have one, but on your tagline, you can print your business's information like on a tag. Now, I don't like to screen print my name on a lot of tags, but if I'm doing an event or something, you can easily take, where are my transfers? Let's see here. Okay. So I've got these heat transfers that I buy off of, these come off of Amazon. Okay. Now, these are just regular old transfers, regular old inkjet transfers, one in light, and one in dark. And I only use these if somebody's doing like a rest in peace shirt or they need something very last minute. And these work pretty good. But what I use these for mainly is to make tags. So I can put T-shirt shop Dallas, and I can probably do off of one sheet, I can probably do about 50, 60 tags. So I could just stamp that on the inside of my shirts, or you can use I have what do you call it? It's one of those stampers. I can't think of it. I can't think of the name of the stamper, but it's a stamper, and you can stamp, you know, stuff on the shirt that way also. So it is 1:39, guys. I'm a little bit over. I told you guys I am trying to get better. I will see you guys next week. Leave comments in the comments. I want you guys to tell me what you want the video to be about next week. And I think next week's video is probably going to be about products and finding the right, what product, where to find products to market to your customers and stuff like that. I do have a couple of videos that are not live that I'm about to get ready to put up on YouTube. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Lou. Thanks, Felicia. Spiritual Souls, thank you. Carmen, as always, thank you. And Russell, thank you. So I will talk to you guys soon, and I'll put some stuff. If you have questions and things like that, something you want to see, drop it over on the community tab of the Facebook page. I'm sorry, not the Facebook page, the community tab on the YouTube page, which is up at the top. And kind of tell me what it is that you guys want to learn from the channel. What do you want to see? Do you want to see me print some stuff? Do you want to hear me talk about t-shirts? What do you want to hear? But you guys have a good day. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Talk to you guys soon.